And welcome back to the third and final hour of our wonderful game here. So, quick sum up of the last hour. You guys were trying to fly around and find this place that you were hired to murder people for, because you are, of course, quintessential adventurers, murder hobos, swords for hire, and so on. So you found the location, you crashed into it, have barely fought your way out, and here you are flying out of the chasm as quickly as you can, trying to get to safety. Luckily, you had two of your warriors were ready and prepared, and they had the bows aimed down, and they shot at the guy that was down below. You, of course, had your one of your wizards controlling the thing and flying upwards. And then Stalbor, what were you doing this whole time? My apologies.
Oh, while he was I was still trying to navigate when Odette took over, but just through the power of memory, and not being very successful, and also kind of discovering a fear of flying, I guess.
So you're kind of just like watching Odette and hoping she doesn't get you killed again.
Oh, and now we're flying?
Yeah, now you're flying up. Come on, were you not here in this past hour and how it finished?
Incredibly unnerved. Still has the spell book out just in case. Just not. Yeah.
Okay.
Was not a happy boy.
Well, then could Stalbor do me a favor? Roll me 2d4. I'm really curious about something really quickly. And just so we know, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whatever you say. I trust you.
Yep, that's okay. You're going to roll 2d4 for me. You go right ahead. 1 is Luca, 2 is Reich. This is what happens. You two are looking down, Odette is focused ahead, and Stalbor is in his own head. So you forgot about the two archers that were overhead, and they shoot at you with their crossbows as you are rising out of the chasm that you came crashing down into, the ones that Stalbor warned you about originally. So, 1 attack against each of you two fellas. Let's make that happen right now. So, bam. I am actually I'm going to get advantage on that because you weren't aware of these attacks coming. So it's very likely they're going to hit you.
Very likely.
And that's 1d. These are crossbows, right? Yeah.
I mean, but they're shooting at a moving target. Is that?
I get against a 19 AC against you, Luca. I get against a 19 AC. I hit you, and I deal 4 points of damage to you, sir. 4 points of damage as a crossbow comes down and sticks into the side of your armor. Legit sticks into the armor itself, piercing through the breastplate. Luckily, the breastplate stopped most of the momentum of the arrow, and the thing's barely sticking into your side. But every move you make right now currently hurts. Reich, my advantage attack against you, sir, is going to be against an AC of, oh wow, that's coincidental. I legit hit an AC 14. Exactly an AC 14. So I actually do hit you, and I actually deal to you, I rolled maximum, 9 points of damage. This arrow comes down, and Reich notices it in the last moment, and he catches the thing. He actually legit like drops his bow onto the disc and catches the arrow as it's piercing into his shoulder. That doesn't stop 3/4 of the head from actually getting into the shoulder itself, but he is able to hold it and stop it from getting all the way through or completely piercing through his shoulder. So he's sitting there with gritted teeth and lots of pain, but he stopped the thing. 9 points of damage to you, sir. The disc is flying up and out of there deftly. Odette, please tell me, where is it you were trying to retreat to?
As far away from the archers as possible at the moment.
Okay, you do know, of course, without having to make any checks or anything, that if you go straight up, the bottom of the thing gives you incredible cover. So you do exactly that and fly straight up until, you know, the couple arrows, because I have to reload the crossbows, take a shot, ting off the bottom of the crystal, and luckily do not break the crystal, does not break the crystal. I rolled for that earlier, or right before we went away for our break.
Also cast another spell, or no? I'm too concentrated on this.
You are concentrated on this right now. Casting another spell could cause problems. You're welcome to try.
I want to.
Please.
I'm going to try.
Please. What spell are you trying to cast?
If I see her start to cast a spell, can I like prepare to try and take control if she drops it or something?
That sounds like a brilliant idea, Stalbor. Erin, what spell are you trying to cast?
Mage armor on Stalbor.
Funny.
But you're trying to help me, and I'm just like, shit, you're gonna kill us.
Concentration check for me, Odette.
Thank you. I am not currently in a blade song. That sucks.
I know. It's awesome. Why are you rolling with?
Because I'm really bad at doing the right things. That sucks.
I'm so happy. I'm so. Oh my god, this is the most amazing thing. Oh my god, this is the most amazing thing. So you did prepare an action stall board to immediately take over. So I'm not going to make you roll with disadvantage. However, I'm going to allow you to do what you were trying to do. You're going to roll that Arcana check for me, and everybody's going to hope to the love of God that you rolled decent. A 15 was the DC I had set. That is exactly what you needed, sir. Kudos to you, Star. As a matter of fact, stall board. Not only do you grab this thing, not only do you stop. Or she's casting, mage armor on you. Not only do you stop everybody from dying right now, you also gain inspiration for you to hold on to on your character sheet, because what you just did right there was save everybody. Thank you very much, sir. You taking control and continuing to fly the thing up to the best of your ability. Right now, you're literally just going straight up, I imagine, trying to keep it simple. And once you finally get to an area where you feel as though, okay, this place is not safe, but at least it's not there, you can pull off to the side and you guys can land. You're welcome to continue traveling if you would like. Just tell me what it is that you want to do. Do you want to just try to find a spot to rest here? Do you want to keep traveling? What's the goal about?
I'm totally okay with us to keep traveling, so that's what I'll relay that. Like, we should probably get there.
While Reich would not complain, he's very visibly very hurt. I just got an arrow in the shoulder. And out of the game, I'm at 3 health.
Okay.
I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound incredibly paranoid, but based on the events that just happened, I think I'm allowed to be paranoid for a moment. Our original plan was to go to the authorities, the city guard, or some such, and this is going to be offensive, right? But almost all of the city guard's goons are hobgoblins. This is a hobgoblin terrorist group. Going to the city guard is not going to do anything. I suggest that it might be unfortunate for you, but we are closest to my apartment. We can rest there, prepare, bandage wounds. I have more than enough bandages, and take the time to reassess the situation. And I look to Odette, reassess the situation.
Before anybody says anything else, Reich, do me a favor, and I'm not advantaged. Just roll for me a history check really quickly. No advantage because it's out of nowhere. 17 for your history check. You actually know that hobgoblins, if there's a hunter amongst them, they are incredible trackers, and it's very likely they'll be able to track you guys back to there if they have the means to do so. Hide in plain sight sort of a thing, like disguise themselves as somebody else. Hobgoblins are dedicated folk.
I look back at you and I say, we won't be able to run. Not for very long.
We don't need long.
I kind of look at her, look back at the arrow on my shoulder, and look back at her. I look at Luca and I say, "Can I have that potion?"
Oh, it's not Luca, it's Stalbar. It's Stalbar. You look at Stalbar and
Yeah,
say,
I thought he gave to Luca.
No, he didn't.
No, I've been holding on to the other one. There'll be, like, a Stalbor pause, and then he unhooks it and hands it. And he goes, I can force all of my magical essence into more potions if we want to heal quickly. I could do it while we're moving. I would be next to useless if this terrorist group does find us again.
My magical essence, as you put it, is gone. The fields I put around Stalbor and I was the extent of what I can do right now.
Eric, do you drink that potion?
Yeah, what does that heal me?
That.
Sweet. I regained it 6. All right.
Yeah, I rolled garbage. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
So basically, Stalbor's like, I can heal all of us. Do you want that?
You guys will potentially be able to make a short rest, so I'm just going to tell you that saying no.
Okay, if we can make a short rest, I might be fine.
If we can make a short rest, that's perfect.
But you won't be able to make a short rest until you get all the way back to your place.
Yeah.
I think that we should try to find somewhere that's a good place for us to ambush them, because I'm sure that they're going to hunt us down. And if we could...
This city is a huge maze. The idea of find a place for them to ambush them, no matter what location you set up, if they're tracking you, they can hit you from a different location. There's an infinite number of angles they can attack you with in a city of towers.
Honestly, then, just if they are going to follow us, and you seem sure of it, holding up in my apartment would... I would probably never get the deposit back, but it will be necessary.
I hope you're ready to relocate.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I will.
So is the plan for you guys to hold up in the apartment and wait for an attack there?
Yeah. No.
Well, we're going to just...
I guess that's the plan until we get a better plan, right?
I thought we were just going to take a quick break and get back to what we were doing.
We have to
I-
rest.
We have to find a place to take a quick break.
Yeah,
Like,
and
My,
Yes.
my apartment's not very
Right.
far up.
right,
Okay.
we're going
Yeah.
to his apartment, but we're not waiting there until we're being attacked.
Okay.
Well, the idea is that we're gonna take a short rest there, and we're likely going to be attacked.
Nope, that's fine. So you guys are going to take your short rest there, which is perfectly fine. Why don't you make your way there, of course. Take your short rest there, of course. You guys are welcome to use all your short rest abilities.
Yeah, I think that's gonna take me back to almost full at least.
Guess I'll roll a hit die.
That takes
Really
me back-
quick, can I use both
7.
arcane recovery and hit points, or just between the two?
Yeah.
Yeah,
can do
there's
both, okay.
anything that is a short rest ability you can use during any short rest, no question.
Welcome to
Alright.
my apartment.
Yeah.
I imagine it's horrifying.
It is a small, tight apartment with a where there should be a bed has been moved and there's another desk, and it's books and books and
You
books.
you,
and
you, you
alchemical
say
things.
another desk, assuming that there was a desk in the first place. Oh no, there is not a desk in the first place.
Well, okay, well that's where the desk is.
So yeah, I was gonna say. So I'll actually take over the description based off what I'm getting your reading of you. What you see is where there was a bed, the mattress has been removed and actually pushed up into the window, like folded up a bit and pushed up into the window of the room, because the room did have a tiny little window, but now there's like a folded up feathered bed that's like shoved into it and blocking out any form of light from the outside coming through that window. And the frame of what had the bed has a whole bunch of somewhat rotted wood, just like old discarded wood, this piecemealed together to make a desk on top of there. And that's where he has the equipment he's about to describe to you sitting there. In front of that makeshift desk, there is a small little thatchet of, maybe it's hay, maybe it's straw, maybe it's like a rice thing, that where clearly he sits there while working on it. The room does have a few areas set up where there can be candles. Probably wasn't originally, but now there are many different candle areas there because he does need the light to read. I'm sorry, Stalbor, please feel free to describe what's on your desk.
That's honestly almost it. There's like a little stand for the sword and sheath, but I have it, and there's a lot of very haphazard paper, very poor quality books, like books that he's got because I'll sell you them for a couple of copper because they were in a fire, that sort of thing. All sorts of thing. On one of the walls is a map of an island none of you have seen before. That's also not a very high quality map. It's like he probably drew it himself. And then there's no the only thing that's slightly like a human being or an elf would have that's sort of personal is there's a little sort of like very crappy mirror that has some space where you can probably reverse engineer it, where he keeps the hair clasps, the weird hair clasps that are not elvish at all.
It's a bit weird.
He keeps them. Yeah, he's a bit weird, huh?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
So the first thing I do is go over to the window and uncover it enough where I can peek out.
Okay.
Yes,
I just wanna-
be sure to make yourselves at home.
So as
I'll
you
start poking around the books.
As you go over there, we'll do you first. As you go over to the window and start opening up to peek out, you can actually see why it is he had put that mattress there. It's not because he has an aversion to sunlight. It's not a goddamn vampire. Calm yourselves. The reason why I did it is because immediately outside that window is where the trash heap of this area is, and a putrid smell comes in that immediately nauseates your character. You visibly gag
Ugh.
from this.
I just kind of like take I close it back up and take another deep breath inside. I'm just like, warn me next time.
You moved so quickly. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, this is not a fancy house beneath apartment. This is a magician's workspace. It's practical. It's practical. It's function over form.
I just get a blank stare.
Reich ignores most of the mess. If there is not already a space, he clears himself a space where he can sit in a like a full lotus style position.
The room is 10 by 10, so there's not much space. But I'm sorry, you are sitting full.
There is a space that seems served for meditation with the hay, so you could sit there. But yeah, it would be uncomfortable.
And I'm gonna start preparing my wound. At that point, I start like pulling out the arrow and I start healing up for my short rest.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You do exactly that. Start healing up from your short rest for that. Stalbar, actually, you said because of the fact that you have a room. Sorry, it's not 10 by 10. It's actually going to be 10 by 15. Because of the fact that you have a room that is absolutely putrid, you're able to get this room for the price that you're able to get one of the smaller rooms. Yeah, you got a little bit more space for it. It's just the grossest room that this place has to offer. So you get to have that room, okay, sir?
Yeah.
You know, it's only fair, right? It's only fair.
Yeah.
I'd probably also be fixing my restringing my bow.
Okay. Absolutely. So you do that. And you guys finish your short rest and you gain all the benefits that you did of it. What's the conversation you choose to have while you're in this area?
So I'm gonna first off say to Odette, I'm gonna say, you questioned my training last time. How do you feel about it now?
Honestly, I didn't see much of your fighting.
Didn't see anything. We were in a pit.
Oh, I'm sure you saw the aftermath of it.
Thank you, by the way. I say to Stalbar, turn to him. It's like,
Oh.
I genuinely thought I could do both.
Well, maybe next time you will learn not to overexert yourself. I know it is something that humans...
Probably
And he doesn't
not.
finish. He doesn't finish that sentence.
Nice.
That's a lesson I struggle with.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as far as
You
I
are
don't,
the
I don't push any
first
further. I just say we should
guests.
probably get out of here as soon as we're all ready to go.
Where would you say we'd go, Mr. Denis?
We were going to investigate the
We
Nah.
already there. Just have to deal with
I'm
all-
fairly sure that was the Drask.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that we just need to go back with a little bit more of a plan,
Yeah.
and then falling down the hole and trying to find our way out of it. I say we go from the top where they had those archers sitting. We
Yeah. Sorry. Is there a way is there a role to like try and figure out how big that like compound of caves and stuff was, or is it just all entirely?
It is a blur to you only because of how much time you were there. Is very, very, very quick. You were there very, very, very briefly.
Would it be possible for us to go higher and maybe like make an aerial attack, Scott?
I mean, certainly, there's nothing that would stop you from being able to make an aerial attack. Well, actually, my apologies. Let me say this correctly. So that chasm you came down is the only opening that you noticed into that area, and you have no idea how it expands outwards. So if you were up above, you might be able to, in those exact spots, you might be able to fish in a barrel, shoot into that exact spot. But if nobody's out in that exposed chasm area that you're probably still able to see, then you would not be able to hit any of them. They'd all be under complete cover.
I think it would be worth a try if we weren't so obvious driving this. Stalbor, do you have any ways to disguise the glowing aspect of this? This
You could use the mattress. No, that
Awesome.
is not my. And this would probably actually be the first time you saw me kind of suck the life out of someone. So, yes, I do not specialize in that kind of magic.
neither do I.
Can
Yeah,
we
neither-
put
neither do
things? Can we put things on top of the crystal sled?
I mean, sure, you guys are literally standing on it, so of course you'd be able to put stuff on top of it. However, that reducing the glowing wouldn't help with the glowing from the side and from the bottom and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
I mean,
and
maybe we could find like a little pallet type thing.
Do you have like a
that's-
blanket we could wrap around it?
No.
I mean, Aaron, you know that blanket, unless it was bolted down by some incredible means, there's not like a necessary way that that blanket's going to be able to stop the
Right.
glow, and the glow might even be able to shine through the blanket. And the area in here is rather small. The hallways and everything is way too small for you to even be able to test that theory. So,
We're glowing.
Yeah, there's
We
no
can
way
only
we can
take
use
us
them, obviously.
four. If we're going to take down a terrorist organization of hobgoblins, then we have to go in entire full force. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
should all be like
Correct.
Luca.
Yes, but here's the issue. I'm pretty certain as we were leaving, there was a much more important hobgoblin who was dressed very ornately. He seems to probably be one of the heads of this organization, seeing as he seemed important. I think since we've attacked him and did not kill him, going back without being very sneaky would probably result in a very, very large attack on us. I don't think it's wise to go into it without surveying the area, maybe finding a new way in.
I have
How
read
is-
books. Right. Go Team Reich.
I would say, how would you suggest we do this then?
Well, perhaps we can go back down there, even on our craft, our whatever you'd call that thing, and maybe just do it a bit more slowly. Maybe avoid where we've gone and try to find a new entryway and just scout out the area. But that same area, I don't think we should go down there at all.
I have read books where, say, we find some armor of a hobgoblin terrorist and we put it in Reich and he pretends that we are his prisoners.
Whoa, you put it in me? Whoa, dude, we just met.
This is a translation error, I'm sure. I do not want to put anything inside of you other than the healing potions that I create for our aid. Yes, he will probably make another one, assuming that you're going to go out again. He's. Wait, did he give that one to? No, because we didn't know, so he still has one. So no point making two.
You gave me one earlier.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you
Sweet.
give
I'll
two.
make a new one. I'll be making a new one then, right now.
Yeah, we'd have to find something, and then we have to assume that that they won't recognize me. To be quite frank, even amongst hobgoblins, I'm rather tall. The average hobgoblins are between 6'2" and like 6'4". They're not usually as tall as me.
I did not say it was a perfect plan.
I'm willing to try it if you think that there's any sort of
Where would we get this armor?
I did
That's a
not
big
say it
question.
was a perfect plan.
I'm just analyzing it.
As you guys are discussing this plan and everything that you're planning to do or whatever it is, your passive perceptions, I think that once again it caps it at 13. So if you can do me a favor, you're all distracted or whatever. Can you all roll me perception at disadvantage?
Yeah.
I'd like to say, for the record, I have 14 passive perception.
Sorry, a 14
Oh,
passive
this guy.
perception.
14
A
passive
full
perception.
14.
Yeah,
14.
so I'm not bothered.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad we have Luca.
So luckily, Luca, who happens to be standing like right by that door right there, is able to, as you guys are literally discussing, I think it was Luca right now that I'm interrupting. Luca is hearing out into the hallway, and he hears a creaking of a floorboard out there. It has been otherwise completely silent until this point, but now he hears the creaking of a floorboard. So, Luca, what do you say? Do what? What?
Prepare. I'm gonna say like very in a hushed tone. Prepare yourselves. I think the person Reich said would come after us is coming after us. And then I would move over to behind where the door would open. So when they open it, I'd be covered by the door, and I just want to stand there with my shield and sword.
So the door is going to open like this into like this angle. So like the door, which is currently, you can see it immediately next to where I have a little arrow. It's going to swing like this.
Yeah, so I want to.
So you want to stand exactly where Stalbor is,
Correct. And Stalbor should probably get deeper into the room
or hide under the bed.
or hide under the bed. Yes, hide under the bed.
Why would I hide?
I'm just teasing. Okay.
There you go.
So you do exactly that. I had to throw this together super fast while you guys were RPing. I was like, all right, let's get this ready. I was like,
Got it.
I'm gonna be suspiciously
I knew
quiet.
him.
So so you, all of a sudden you guys get quiet and everybody's listening intently. Luca does not have to. Everybody else roll me a perception again this time. Not disadvantage, just normal.
I hear.
I hope you do now.
'Kay, so-
Obviously, Odette doesn't.
So
No.
more familiar with the creeks and everything that's out there, Stalbor, you are actually able to hear even better than Luca is. Luca, you just heard something, but that's all you're able to get. Stalbor, you know the creaks of your apartment. You don't sleep. You hear everything all night, right? You just kind of go into a trance. So, and you know your annoying neighbors. So you actually hear there is the creaks of at least 2 sets of feet out there. However, the creak is not as loud as, say, a heavy-booted person. It sounds rather light.
I guess I would just sort of raise up two fingers, because I don't really want to say anything.
Okay.
It would be pretty hush.
Those creaks get closer and closer and closer as whatever it is making its way right up to you guys, and it stays very quiet. Finally, with your perception check, you guys, because you had gotten that 22, you notice it before it happens, and so you're able to not have disadvantage during your initiative. You notice it before it happens, immediately outside the window, which catches you slightly off guard, the mattress comes flopping in and onto the bed itself, and throws like a whole bunch of like the potions and stuff like that are on there, all the elixirs, just like smashing on the ground and mixing with one another. A bunch of the pages that are on the bed get saturated in whatever liquids that are there, because the thing gets shoved in. And as it does so, apologize for just the plain grayness, but as it does so, you see some open area out here, or whiteness, I should say, as there is a little goblin that's sneaking its way up this tower and into the thing, having found handholds or whatever to try to get up to you guys. And so it is standing. That's actually the square that's like most adjacent to you, without like I guess what I could do is this. I'm gonna is drawing and put him here. As he bursts in, everybody make me an initiative check, please, and thank you. I'm gonna remove and clear. Okay.
Gosh darn it.
Eeks. Eek.
No, Eric, you probably did it correctly, but I cleared you right as you did it.
Yeah,
So you
I
still
do
have to put
that
yourself on there.
You need
every
to
time.
reroll or just?
You roll. Well, sure. Roll again to put yourself on there, but then change it to the 7. That's okay. You got the 7. Eric, you didn't highlight your token. Highlight your token when you do that, please, and thank you.
All right, let's see if you can get a third 7, and then he wins, right? That's jackpot.
If,
If he gets a third 7, we win.
Yeah, we're done. We retire on the money. We never meet each other again, and we're great.
Yeah.
Okay. I still don't see your character on there because you
Eric,
still haven't highlighted your token and then pressed initiative.
Make sure you're in select and not pan.
I don't know why you would ever be
That
in
was
pan
it.
anyways.
I like to be able to move around the map.
Yeah, but you can move around the map by using the roller ball, as William taught me one day, because I usually use my magic mouse, which is like touch top, but this one you can kind of like bump left and right or scroll up and down to pan with.
You also scroll sideways if your one lets that.
I don't know if you have a bumping scroll wheel. Thank you for teaching me that, Will. I think it's hilarious. You guys rolled 3 7s. That's amazing. Thank you for that. I very, very much appreciate it. I rolled a... kind of funny. I did highlight my token. It did not post it up. Oh, that's because he is... Haha. You know why? It's because he's a drawing. Now that he's not a drawing, I rolled a total of a 19. I'm going to add that on there. So actually, he is going to be able to act first. So you guys don't have a disadvantage or anything, but he's still going to be able to act first. So here we go. Here we go with him jumping in and attacking at you guys. I have awesome battle music in the background right now. So he is attacking you. He's actually going to attack at Stalbor. Instinctively not wanting to attack the hobgoblin that's immediately in front of it.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. This one is better equipped than the one that you had fought beforehand. This one actually has a short sword in its hand. And its chance to hit is going to be, I know you have the plus AC right now, but I hit a 23 chance to hit. I rolled a natural 19. You are actually going to take, sorry, Stalbor, I'm so sorry, 7 points of damage from this attack. Ugh, it's painful. Immediately afterwards, this door over here is actually going to burst open. So the door bursts open, revealing some of the area that's out inside the hallway and whatnot. So the door bursts open. One of the little goblin kin comes rushing in, looking to make an attack of opportunity. To rush in and attack. However, you did have Luca who had prepared an action. You may get that attack first, sir.
All right.
That is a 16 chance to hit. You do hit, sir. And 7 points of damage. Describe the way you kill this thing rushing through the door.
So the door opens up, and I'm kind of like hidden behind it, in behind my shield. And then he comes running up past me, and as he does, I just go down on him with my sword right in the neck.
Care to rephrase?
Go down on him. Nope.
Okay.
I'll stick with it.
Okay. Just
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I have to throw out the option.
Anything's gone down on anyone in my apartment, just like to thank everyone.
Sure. How's the Crimson
This is
District?
not a shag, this is not a shag pad.
How's the Crimson District there, buddy? So you got the second one comes rushing in, completely surprised by the fact that you killed that one, and immediately retaliates by attacking at Luca. And so he's going to do that. He's attacking at Luca because now he's aware of where he is. That attack roll is going to be, and he beats an AC of 14, which isn't enough to hit you. Does the maximum damage he could have, but he didn't hit you anyways. So that is his turn. It's actually going to go to Stalbor's turn next. Go right ahead, sir.
It's your full action to drink a potion, right?
No, it's
Your
in action,
attack
correct?
action.
Correct. I believe I yelled at you
Mm.
in chat about that recently.
No, yeah, you were totally right. It's one of
Yeah.
those
Oh,
things
yeah.
like, oh,
He
well,
pulled
where
that
the hell
page
did
out.
I get that rule from? I'm still using it, by the way. But I'm just like, so
It's
I can't
just so you know,
spell and
Pathfinder.
drink.
Pathfinder, it's a bonus action to drink a potion.
I can't spell and drink though is the problem. Which is something they tell you not to do in Mage.
Yeah, don't
Code.
spell and drink. Definitely not.
Stalboard drinks a potion.
Okay.
Let me find it.
I didn't know if you had like the throwback. Oh no, you're not a warlock. That's right. I was gonna say throw him off the ledge.
No.
Yeah. All right.
That
So.
would be neat.
I'm sorry, the healing potion, I have the macro here. I should probably share it with you so you can just cast it for me. But throwing that macro out there, it heals for you 5 points of damage, which is a sad potion, sir. I will get that
That's
macro.
actually fine for me though. That's enough to keep me living.
Okay.
There's nothing really I can do with my bonus or movement action to help them.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you drink that 5 points of healing that you get. That is Stalbor's turn. It is now William's turn. Please go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, so that guy who tried to attack at me, he's gonna catch my longsword.
Okay. That 13 is sadly a miss. You do not hit with your 13. So try again.
Yeah, I am.
You do have a
not-
short rest, so you can use your action surge if you
I'm
gave a crap
not
about
gonna
that.
try again.
Okay, gotcha.
I
And
will move to stand. So wait, hold on. So Stalbor is over there, so I will stand between Stalbor and that.
okay, so it is now going to be Odette's turn.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, enter a Swift Surge, and I'm going to attack with Booming Blade.
Okay, beautiful, because there's so many places to move in this. You deal on chance to hit of 13. You actually miss as well with that 13, same as he did. So he does not take the damage. My apologies, Aaron. That goes down to Eroc's turn. Eroc, you guys are getting surrounded. One of them is literally on the ledge immediately in front of you. You did get a short rest. I think you do get your whatchamacallits back at a short rest,
I
don't
do
you?
get my key points back.
Okay,
after the
cool.
short rest. I don't get my saving face, but I get my key points.
Let's zoom in a
So
bit
I'm gonna
over
take
here.
a swipe at this guy.
Sure. Zoom in a
Nice.
smidge. There we go. That's a better imagery.
All right, and I'm going to actually flare and blows him as well, because I want to get this guy out of here.
There we go. Looks better. Okay, so 11
Courage as well.
with your 21 chance to hit. You do 3 points of damage. You do hurt him. Sadly, your flurry of blows misses. That ability of yours is a short rest or long rest. I imagine long rest.
The saving face is always a long rest.
Okay, it's a long rest. So you sadly only hit once with your sword. You do not kill the guy. That guy is in fact still standing. I do have some news for you guys, of course. Though immediately you see magically pop into the initiative tracker a couple more things that you didn't see beforehand. Oh, look at that! That was a
You don't
secret.
say.
Yeah, look at that. That
Don't
was a secret.
say.
That's why I drank the potion.
And so stepping also around the corner over here, you see a hobgoblin. Once again, it's one of those scrawny ones they had noticed beforehand. So the scrawny hobgoblins come rushing in. One of them comes around and is actually going to push his way past the goblin there and is going to make an attack at Odette. Actually, before he's able to do so, my apologies. Give me 1 second. For 1 minute, hobgoblin special commanders do not hustle.
He's reading how you're gonna die, Odette.
So actually, before that, you do see over in this area, this guy actually, his initiative was first on the tracker. So he actually comes around the corner and he's gonna start barking out commands and orders and stuff like that in Goblin. Immediately after he starts doing this, you guys are able to tell that everybody's moving significantly better organized, significantly more rigidly. You don't even have to make a roll for this, Reich, because of your backgrounds. I'm gonna tell you that as long as he's barking these commands, their chance to hit you is significantly better. Even their ability to dodge attacks made against them is significantly better. He is barking some amazing orders at them, and it's going to last for a bit. So he's doing that on his turn. Now these two come in here. One actually rushing past the goblin, rushing forward, and is going to make that attack against Odette. So I'm going to make my attack roll against her, and my attack roll is going to come up to a total of... Oh, I think I actually screwed that up. My apologies. Let's try that again. Again, I'm not 100% familiar with my brand new macro. That is... There we go. Now I'm more familiar with it. Odette, I beat your AC. AC of 19. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Are you doing anything?
Shield.
Okay, you cast Shield, making it the total of a 24. Terrific. But because of that command that guy's doing over there, I'm just going to, pull one of these out here. That additional 4 is enough to turn his initial 22 into a 26. He's going to hit you anyways.
We're
Yep.
level 2.
Yep. I know. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy with bad powers. Yeah.
He's a bad guy. Whoa.
They don't say, Scott.
You
Yeah.
gotta do
Fucking
what
bad
you
guy.
gotta do.
Erin, it was a pretty hefty blow. You do take 5 points of damage from the attack.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was. He comes rushing in, and you throw up a shield and everything, dodge out of the way. But literally, as you throw the shield up, the guy looking through the corner of the doorway over there, he calls out, "Low, low!" And he changes the angle of his attack last second, swings low, and clips the upper part of your thigh, cutting through your robes, your armors, your everything, and cutting into your flesh. You are bleeding pretty well. That brings us all the way back to the top of initiative, which I believe the top of initiative is actually the goblins. So one is going to attack Stalbor again. One's going to attack Luca again. Here we go. Attacking Stalbor with his AC of, I think, 14, correct? I only beat the AC of a 7, so I missed Stalbor with a wide attack. Stalbor easily gets out of the way.
Not
That-
evil. What are you on about?
Now attacking over at Luca. Ooh! I hit Luca. I didn't think I was going to. I actually hit Luca against an AC of a 22. I rolled very, very well. I'm going to do 5 points of damage to you, Luca. 5 points of damage. As he swings hard, you try to block the attack, but actually rolls off your shield and hits into your armor, putting a slight scratch in your skin underneath. After that is going to be Stalbor. Stalbor, your turn, sir.
Okay, I'm going to, if I have a good angle through the door, throw an ice knife at this hobgoblin.
He has a plus because of the angle of the door itself. There being a literal wall here. At that one, he's gonna have a +2 AC against you.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world, or a +2 save.
Yeah, it's the choice I'm making.
Cast a spell. Oh, that did not pop out the way it usually does.
He didn't.
Oh, well.
That's okay.
it's not
It
macro,
works though.
whatever.
It works though. So you roll your damage.
Okay, so ice knife is the one where it does damage to that goblin, and then it will explode, doing damage to ones around it.
So click the damage.
Yeah.
So we can
I
see
got
that
it
one.
now. Find it.
Does it
I'm
do
gonna look
damage
at-
to us as well?
No, that's what I'm throwing at the one at the back.
Okay.
It shouldn't damage anyone. So D10 damage.
Ice knife is set
Oh,
as
wait, no,
spell
it is.
card, so I don't know why it didn't work.
I have no. Okay, so that's the dex.
This is
think.
really weird.
I don't know. It's gone weird, but whatever.
Give me 1
it's
second. I'm gonna try it.
Crap spell. That's all I know. It didn't do anything at all.
You have it as an attack.
There we go. That works perfectly for me. So we're going to go with that one right there. Your chance to hit was still a 22 because that's what you had rolled initially. So you do hit it. It does 8 points of piercing damage to that guy, which is absolutely incredible. Each target within 5 feet of where it is has to make a saving throw or take more cold damage. So first of all, he's going to take that 8 points of piercing, which is amazing. Sorry, I fixed the spell card for you. So he takes that 8 points of piercing damage. I'm going to make 2 saving throws really quickly. They both have the same dex, so I roll that, and oh, that's funny. I didn't fix the macro on this side. Huh. I always fix everything on Lost Initiative, and then I have to port it over here. One rolled a natty 1. And the other one actually rolled a total of a 12, exactly a 12. So this guy is going to take 9 more points of cold damage, total of 17 damage. Explain that kill for me, please.
I probably the reason why I got hit I drank the potion. I cast like it's literally it's a knife of ice. It's more like a large icicle. Fling it and actually do throw it. It's not really a spell into that guy, and then it just explodes into basically like a flurry of snow. But there's a touch of necromancy in there just to really give it an extra kick. Which, yeah, that's it. And then if Odette is willing, I'd like to switch places with her.
Okay. Odette, if you're willing, he'd like to switch places. He'd like to pull a castle. By the way, just so you know, with that spell, you also killed this guy with your necromantic snow.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's up to you. The idea is that because I'm going to be doing that, and
He's
I might
within
draw
5
the sword
feet,
next.
Ollie, but because he's around a corner, there's not a direct line of effect, which is why he didn't take damage, okay?
That's fine by me. Makes sense. Cool. That's me.
Okay, so that's your turn. It is now going to be Will's turn. Sir, Will, your turn.
All right, so you said I heard this guy barking orders like out in the hallway.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to run
It's
past
funny. I lost
this
him.
guy,
Uh-huh.
giving him an attack of opportunity.
Absolutely.
Look for the guy in the hallway.
I will take care of that. So you're technically, actually, as much as I would love to take that attack of opportunity, you have not currently left his threatened square, that still being one.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay, I was going to say,
didn't know- yeah.
okay, no, I was going to say, if you stand there, that opponent has a +2 AC, but if you choose to move, I'll take my attack of opportunity.
Yeah, no, I'm moving right up to him.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to attack you.
You're welcome, sir.
And, oh, I rolled a natural 20!
Fine.
He is a bad guy.
He's fine. Don't worry.
Oh my god, I rolled a natty 20. This is amazing. So you actually are going to take...
Like 10.
Well, I rolled minimum damage for my initial attack, which is a boring little 3. However, with my critical hit adding more damage on, I deal 7 more for the total of 10. So yes, I did do 10. That's not the max because I rolled min and well. So 10 damage is what you take.
Like my snake.
You are standing in front of the opponent that you were trying to get in front of. Please, sir, it is now your turn. Go.
All right, so I'm going to really lay into this guy. So
Awesome.
first, I will bonus action second wind.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that. Let's do that.
Sure.
Can we do that?
Yeah, you heal 5 points of health. Good.
No, I plus. Oh yeah, it is 5.
Yep. I know. I got you.
Next level it changes. So yep, and now I'm going to attack him with my longsword, and I'm going to, let's see, possibly make this a trip attack. Yeah, trip attack.
Oh my god,
attack?
that is
Did I say trip
incredible.
attack?
Oh
You
my
get a
god.
20 for a 20. You know,
That is incredible. Oh my god. Okay. So
Yeah.
so let's see. You do 4 points of damage, 9 points of damage added onto that for your regular damage, because your trip attack does include both of your. You just rolled really crap. You rolled a 2 and a 1. So just so you know, your critical hit does include the fact that your superiority die and your regular die are both
Absolutely.
multiplied. You just rolled garbage. So you have the total of, what's that? 16 points of damage, which is not something to scoff at. I will take the 16.
Yep, I'm still standing.
And hold on, I'm gonna make my saving throw right now. Right now. His strength is a plus. I rolled natural 18 plus 2 is 20. He is in fact still standing, sir. I do apologize.
Action surge.
Oh, of course you are, you bastard. That is actually he usually that would not hit his AC, but because his AC is slightly reduced by the ability he's using, and I mean ever so slightly, you literally just hit him.
Okay, and I'm going to try a trip attack again.
Okay, this is your actually you can't. So you only have 1 per short rest because of your
One
feet.
per attack.
1 per short rest, sir.
Oh, 1 for short rest.
Because you're
right.
not level
I
3
don't-
yet.
I'm not at level 3 yet. You see, you messed with me, sir. Yeah, the no trip attack.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
That is still going to be 9 points of damage. That was weird. Why did it roll?
I don't know. I just clicked.
It was weird that it rolled 2d8, isn't it? I mean, the 2d8 wasn't factored. You only rolled
Yeah, it
1d8.
wasn't factored, but it did roll it. I don't know why.
Yeah, that was really weird. I don't know why. It was very strange. Oh, maybe because in case you critical hit, that would have been the other one. It's just showing it out there. Yeah, that's why, because it has to preload that stuff to make the macro. Okay, I gotcha. So anyways, you do 9 points of damage to him, so another considerable amount. He actually is still standing, but you have, oh man, you have messed this guy up. You've done, what's it, 25 points of damage all in one round? Amazing. All right, let's keep this moving. Odette, it is now your turn. Unless you want to move again. You know, you still can move a little bit. Oh, you sure?
I'm good.
Okay. Odette, it's now your turn. What do you do?
Hit that one.
The goblin?
In front of me.
Okay.
With booming blade, because why not?
I can give a few
Darn
reasons. So on your chance to hit of 11, you sadly miss again, Odette.
Yep.
I apologize. Again, these bad dice eventually do go away. E-Rock, it is now your... Do you want to move or are you good?
I actually think I will, just because I can without provoking.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over here.
Okay, that is the stop. We have to stop. And now it's going to be your turn, E-Rock. Please go.
I'm going to take a swing at this guy first. Before I move.
Thank you very much. That is a hit. A hit against that little goblin guy. And your 6 points of damage is enough to finish him off from the damage that you had done beforehand. You hit him, and he goes flying down. But the funny part is, as he's flying down, even though the booming blade didn't fully hit, the attack didn't hit, the magic still transferred onto it enough that as it's falling, it still explodes outward, imploding his chest and hurling him away from the building and into a wall on the other side, smacking down the
At least
towers.
he falls in the trash pile, you know.
Oh, that trash pile, however, is a solid 100 feet down, so it is quite the splat.
And I'm
It's
gonna
just
step
that disgusting of refuse that the odor eeps up here. I'm sorry. It is your turn. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to step around and I'm going to attack this guy with my second, with my unarmed strike.
Absolutely.
I mean to swing twice.
Yep, the first one is the 12, which we will take, and sadly that is a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, after that is going to go to the leader's turn. Oh.
We'll live.
Oh, I'll live. I hope.
Sure. He pulls out, so seeing you come up and attacking him and everything, he's like, "Urgh." He draws forward his maul that he has, and he raises it up and starts swinging at you. Oh, Will. Oh, Will. Let's see if I hit you.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, I love the number of dice I just saw get rolled
hit
out
me.
there.
You hit
All right, what's your AC right now? What's your AC?
AC of 18.
William, I hit exactly an AC of 18.
That's fair.
I'm
Do
not
your
lying.
worst.
Exactly an AC. I see it's an 18 on my thing. I just wanted to confirm. However, I literally did my worst. I rolled
Yay.
2 1s. I rolled Snake Eyes. I do 4 points of damage to you. It was the saddest attack I possibly could have made. That is a sad attack. But that's okay. He's gonna make a second attack against you, sir. A second attack.
Okay. Here's hoping.
This time I hit a 20 chance to hit. I do, in fact, still hit you. I hit you for the total of 11 points of damage. So what happens is he pulls this thing out, and he quickly, you're expecting a swing with the maul, but instead he does a quick thrust and hits you in the bottom of your chin, exploding pain in your jaw. You're kind of blinded for a moment, but throw up your shield blindly, just trying to block the next attack. The next attack is this huge, heavy overhand chop. It does actually hit your shield, but not because you were smart enough to get the block up there, because he intended to do so. Near the end of the shield, where your strength is the weakest, he hits it so hard the tip of the shield smacks back into you, knocking you clean out cold and on your ass. So you are floored with 0 health points.
I am indeed floored.
With 0 health points. That was a heavy blow. I do apologize, sir. You are on a knee. Where's that little token right there? On a knee, on a knee, on a knee. I'll find it. Where are you? I'll just do sleepy. Okay.
I'm sleepy.
Next one is going to be the other guy who just literally witnessed his boss kicking ass. So he's super emboldened at the moment. He is going to continue his attack. He was always attacking Stalbor. No, wait, he was attacking Odette before. She left. But he's going to focus his attack on the wizard immediately in front of him. No. Yeah, because he still has this inclination not to attack the other hobgoblin. He's going to attack the wizard in front of him. So, making that attack against you, sir. With a 16 chance that he does hit you, and he hits you for literally the worst damage I can do. Once again, my damage has been awful. 3 points of damage. It's just terrible. So, Stalbor is still up. I had an opportunity to drop you, but...
Well, I'm glad I've been Grim Harvesting.
Yeah. Seriously. No, it's a good thing. And next is going to be Stalbor, returning the favor.
Has this guy been hit? This goblin in front of me?
No, he has not.
Then I'm gonna draw my sword.
What? Stalbor draws a sword? Oh, this is awesome. Describe Stalbor's form of attack with this sword, getting a total of a 9 chance to hit and missing.
It's a little rusty. That's what it is. But it is
Wait, the
literally-
sword's rusty or you're rusty?
The sword is very well maintained. Although you probably know, you can't really look. But the sword has
I
been.
know.
It looks like it's been mangled a little bit. There's something carved into it that should not be there. But it is. You know, it's you could probably compare it to Adets in some ways. I mean, they had to take that style from someone, but it's very fast. It's a sort of dashing thing. But he's a hobgoblin. I can't predict the hobgoblin. So
Well polished in their form of combat and easily toss aside the wimpy attack of the sword thrust of a damn elf. So
rage.
So he easily spats aside the feeble attack. If you actually do have like a
cool would it
12
be if
strength
I
or
hit?
something, but it would have been, but you're not that cool. It is now going to be Will's turn. Please roll me a death point.
Yeah. Let's see a 1 again, guys. Let's see a 1.
I believe
Can I
It
see
was
a
almost a 2,
Nice.
but you make it, and you get 1 save. I'm gonna move you out of the way, even though you're still in that spot, so you're still technically like rough terrain at the moment. But I'm gonna move you out of the way, so Odette can take her turn. Standing defensively over her child. She won't climb up a rope, but she'll definitely stand over you.
I can't
All
say
right.
anything. I'm knocked out.
Attack him. Maybe I'll hit this time. Nope,
Jeez.
No,
absolutely not.
Aaron, I'm so sorry that you're rolling so. I genuinely
Hold on,
I
she
pity you.
crit like 3 times tonight.
No, I pity her.
Just
She-
No, not
during
in
attacks.
combat.
Not in combat. Her combat is awful.
So Scott, is this like a empty little doorway? Like there's nothing past here?
Can you ping what you're referring to?
Like
Oh, I'm
can't
so
see
I
anything
see
from here?
exactly what you're referring to. Let me reveal these
Yeah.
areas for you.
Thank you.
That's a completely legitimate request. My
'Cause
apologies.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah, obviously. Why
Because
wouldn't
I'm
you?
gonna run.
You're a wimp. So
Where can I run to?
Not very far.
Not very far.
let me zoom out of this
Yeah,
map
this is
over
a
here.
Very
And
fancy
she
apartment.
ran.
Okay.
She ran so far away.
There we go. I'm actually going to zoom this map out a smidge more and reveal a bit more that you guys would have seen at this point. My apologies for not keeping up on that one. Apparently, I'm just a terrible person that needs to be spanked.
That's between you and your
Wow.
wife.
Yeah,
That's nothing to do with us.
What?
Huh?
No, thank
What?
you.
Did I miss something? All right.
Thank you,
Backing
please.
this up a smidge more.
Hello, Dane.
Yeah, Dane.
Okay, that is the hallway or whatever that you guys see over there. Now let's keep going. So, you ran away because he can't get an attack of opportunity against you because your mobility feat. And now it's gonna be E-Rock's turn. E-Rock, do something terrible so I can kill Starbor, please.
Well, there we go. That's,
Yeah, well.
Well,
You ask and you receive, yeah?
yeah. Are you
let me
free
see.
attack?
I'm gonna swing an arm strike at this guy again.
You hit.
Yay.
Yes. He's now taking damage. 3 points of damage.
Ooh, a whopping 3 damage. Awesome. He takes that 3 points of damage. It does hurt. It is now going to be the leader's turn. Seeing that person rush at him, swing feebly and run away, he kind of like laughs for a moment, and then he shouts out a few more commands as he makes his way around the corner to go meet up with her. So he makes his way up over to attack her. Oh man, Aaron, here we go. So he rushes over because the best part is you're literally about to be cornered. You are cornered. There's nothing but a wall behind you. So he rushes over and he's going to attack you. This time we're going to literally roll it 2 attacks. Since you know there's 2, there's no like build up there.
Be the hero that we need there.
No, I don't have any shields.
Oh, if you guys could see how many dice just rolled on my screen, it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so the first attack with you against your 19 AC, he comes rushing forward and he swings at you. However, he honestly didn't expect you to move so nimbly and so quickly as you did. So as he comes rushing forward and swinging this thing, you easily and deftly dodge to the side of his attack. He pulls back his hammer immediately and swings a second time, landing a blow. What is your, do you even have any more first level spells left?
I do not.
Perfect. That's amazing because Aaron,
Great. Thanks.
I deal to you 12 points of damage.
Yeah. Very kind. That would knock me out in 1 hit if I was at full health.
Okay, that's his whole turn.
Yay.
Next is going to be this guy right here, and he's going to swing at Stalbor, feeling emboldened by his boss man.
You still
Stalbor,
have that
I rolled so
lower
sh-
stats,
I,
right?
I rolled so crappy. Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I rolled so crappy, Stalbor, that I'm not even going to add my D4 to my chance to hit. It is not going to hit your AC. So actually, that's a miss, Stalbor. It is now your turn. Please
There's
do
no way I can run. Or can I run past him?
with
Or
with.
I'll take him
You can go as far as here without taking an attack of opportunity. That's it.
well, I'm gonna go further because.
Then you will get an
I'm
attack of
gonna-
opportunity.
That's fine. I'm gonna try. I'm probably gonna die because I get an attack of opportunity and then get the attention of the other dude. But I'll try and stabilize Luca so he can get. So I'm gonna go over here, make an attack of opportunity against me.
Are you sure that's what your plan is?
Yeah, I can spare the dying Luca, and then Luca will be cool.
Okay, make an attack of opportunity against you. I mean, I'll you literally just gave me effectively advantage on my attack that I flubbed against your low AC.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's actually not that low. Wait, I rolled a natural 7. Plus 4 equals 11. Actually, you are within D4 range. What's your AC at 14?
14.
I have a 50-50 chance to hit you, right? If I roll 3 or higher, I can hit you.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
All right, here we go.
I'm preventing it. I'm preventing
Rip.
it. I'm not against you.
And I'm sorry, but I actually dealt to you 7 points of damage. It's
I'm still up.
Are you? Oh, I was hoping I was gonna
One
drop
health.
you.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm casting Spare the Dying on Luca, and
Okay.
if possible, I guess I'd actually have movement left. I would kind of go behind him.
Yeah, you would go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can even go over to here, 30.
Well, I need to Spare the Dying on him. I guess I could move back further, but I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah,
Spare
okay.
the Dying on Luca, bring him back from the brink, and then just kind of slump against that wall.
Oh, man. Okay. Jeez. Okay, well, this is an amazing... Oh, God, this is amazing so far. It is now Will's turn, who is completely spared. He doesn't have to worry about anything. It is now Odette's turn. Odette, you are on the ground. You can do two things. You can either roll me a death save, or you can spend... Oh, you don't have inspiration. Never mind. That's not you.
No.
It's right on your character sheet. It says death save.
Got it.
Go.
Oh, that's amazing. You get 2 good. Oh, this is good. You have 2. That counts as 2, so you're almost saved. Amazing. Perfect. Okay.
Beautiful.
Now it's going to be E-Rock's turn. E-Rock, what are you going to do?
You're gonna kill
I'm
me.
gonna try to finish this guy off.
Okay, will not suck.
Don't suck.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Whatever you do.
That's Eric.
Don't
He had
suck.
exactly 8 health left after you did your 3 at 11 total. You drop this guy. Describe to me the attack as you go rushing past him, please.
So this one, I'm this time seeing that how much of a bad situation we're in. I kind of like I get desperate for a moment, and I just sit kind of hoping that it would distract him. I say, "Stand down," and Goblin in a very authoritative voice. When he has even like a moment of quiver, I take that chance to just bash him in the face with the hilt of my sword, and I'm gonna run past him after that. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna run right up to this guy, and I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Absolutely, your last key point. Amazing. Use your flurry of blows, sir.
Please don't suck. Okay.
Okay. No, we can't. We can't have nice things.
That's rough. That's rough.
I very furiously just swing at him. I'm threatening.
Yeah.
That's rough,
There's
buddy.
a lot of blood in this hallway. Okay.
That's rough.
It's gonna get your balance off.
God.
Hey,
damn
Will,
it.
I just
Alright.
noticed that you made a Twitch name, Will Call Brewing. About time. Good job. Hey, now I know. I actually have literally never known who you were in Twitch chat ever. Until now. Like, I don't know what your old name was. I never know if you spoke or not. Now I know you're Will Call Brewing.
Oh,
Now I
spoke
know who you are.
plenty before.
I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine you were the one that was totally
I
But
love joining Ollie's stuff and just commenting on stuff before he even knew who I was, just to see what he would say.
you mean his
I
streaming?
knew,
Yeah.
but it always took
Oh.
me a little while.
Are you
so
kidding
I
me?
wouldn't say any names.
All these
And
streams,
then, like,
are actually just soothing. I like to put them on in the background while I'm doing stuff, and every once in a while I click over and see the artwork that he's making because it's really, really good stuff. But we'll worry about Ollie afterwards. Let's finish off this guy, or this guy's gonna finish you off.
Hope.
So he's going to turn and he's going to attack at you, guy. Actually,
Guy.
you're still standing there.
I I keep forgetting. I have a 16 AC. Whenever I attack with
Yep.
my short sword and my unarmed strike, I get a +2 to my
No,
AC.
you don't because you're not level 3 yet. You were standing here. You're
That's
10
part of
feet.
my martial arts.
No, it's not. It's part of your class feature that you don't have until level 3 because you're not a Kunsai yet. Or Kensai, sorry. It's a Kensai class feature. If you make a melee attack with a unarmed strike, you get a +2 to your AC until the end of your next turn. Yep. So you've only moved 20 feet out of your, is it 30 or 40 foot move?
All right, that's 20 out of my 30 out of my 40 foot.
I didn't know if you would like to take an attack of opportunity to run over here and shut the door.
I'm not gonna.
might do
I'm gonna face this guy down.
All right. So, are you ready for this? Oh man,
As it can be.
may the force be with you, buddy.
And also with you.
All right.
Seldomly is.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The first attack is against an AC of 21. So that first attack is going to hit you for a crushing 9 points of damage. So he does hit you, swings hard with his hammer. You try to dodge out of the way, but he catches you square in the chest. Poof! Throws you against the wall. You actually cough up a little bit of blood from that one. The second attack is a sad 9. So after he falls up with an overhand strike down. You've actually seen him do this a couple of times from the corner of your eye. You're familiar with the attack style. You quickly dodge to the exact opposite wall, throwing yourself against it hard to make sure the attack misses, potentially opening up his defenses to you. But it's not your turn to do something. Stalbor, your turn, buddy.
So,
He's very injured, by the way. You know that the bad guy's very injured, and you know Will Call is stable.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go up here and cast Magic Missile.
It's plain old magic missile. Nice. Nice. Oh my god, that's amazing, too. You did 11 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
11 is incredible. He takes so he turns around, he sees you come whipping around the corner, he sees you bloodied and kind of like moving at a bit slower of a rate, but he doesn't get a little slower than you already do. He doesn't care. He's kind of like smiles at you like you're next. But then all of a sudden you reach forward your hands and your energy balls come flying from it as you had described from before. And the first one clips him in the shoulder and he's kind of like, but he starts like stepping forward to hit with the hammer again, trying to crush through Luca. But then immediately afterwards, two more hit him, his other shoulder and then his stomach, kind of sending him backwards and keeling him over a bit. He whips his head back up to make sure his defenses are still up, but he is certainly hurting from that one and barely standing. You can literally see blood dripping between his teeth as he has a grin on his face saying, oh, I'm not going to lose tonight. Luca, you are stable. You're going to skip your turn. Odette, you are not stable. Could you please roll me a death check? And don't roll a 1 for the life. Just don't roll a 1. Just don't roll a 1. Thank you. You're stable. You're stable. Safe. Okay, good. Oh, man. We had 2 party members down. Both of them stable, thank God. 1 party member with 1 HP. 1 party member with 8 HP against a bad guy that's swinging a maul, meaning at least 2d6 damage, because the type of maul he has, it's a, 2d6 damage plus his strength. This is a very devastating place to be in. Sorry, that's what we're looking for. Just unfortunate place to be. Reich, it's your turn, sir. It is up to you. He is bloodied. He's beaten. He is still standing.
I have inspiration, so I'm utilizing that.
Okay. Yeah, you never used yours. You were the only one that didn't. So you were using it, and now Aldi's the only one with it left. Use your inspiration, sir.
Advantage on that first sword strike.
And you take advantage. You get it.
Yes.
Roll me that damage. Oh, my God. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He had exactly 3 health points.
Oh,
So you get to describe this as though you had spent the key point for Flurry of Blows. Describe the full finishing up of this guy. You heard the description leading up to your attack. Bent over, looking up, blood dripping between his teeth. He's got a smile on his face. His defenses are still there. At least he believes so. You were just throwing yourself against the wall opposite of where he almost hit you, or the one that he had thrown you into. Your sword is ready. How do you finish this guy off? Go.
I actually wait a moment for his character to reel back his attack, expecting him with his weakness to make a mistake. I wait for him to reel back his attack. Then I just step quickly to the side, and I slice at his chest. When he kind of like falls back a little bit, I rear back and kick him square in the throat. And you hear like this awful like half gargle, half like scream noise as I strike him in the throat, and he goes to the ground, and I just kind of axe kick him up right in the chest, knocking all the air out of him.
And it's not like he can take any more air in with his collapsed throat now. Just the force of the blow got the air out, and no more can be pulled back into those lungs. He lies on the ground, feebly trying to take a few breaths in, but it's just he is.
And I'm gonna kick his weapon away from him.
He dies from suffocation immediately within the next few moments. He is very, very, very dead, sir. And before we shore up this combat, before we do anything else, there are two things that I'm going to say. Are you ready for this? One, this combat was amazing. You guys were epic. Kudos to you. 2 party members down, 1 with 1 health point, 1 surviving with only 8 HP against the boss alone. This was incredible. You guys are going to level coming into next session. And the second thing I'm going to say is, Odette, Rinson, where can we find you? If somebody wants to stalk you, how do they do so?
On Twitter, at Rinson. And I'm also on Reddit at Simple Baking.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So we can find you on Twitter. We can find you on Reddit, Sinful Baking. Thank you so much. Stalbor or Olirons, where can we find you? How can we follow you?
Everywhere. Twitter, Oliran. Twitch, Oliran. As you said, I do incredibly chill art streams. I'll probably do one on Sunday. I'll probably play Sims. I'm trying to become the president. I draw something every day on my Twitch, and it's good, and it's probably one of the next ones will be something from this session. I don't know what. So many things happen.
If you see any art that's immediately linked on Daleric Master, twitch.tv/Daleric Master, it is done from Ollie Ront. He is our artist on the show. He is amazing. His stuff is so good. Let's move on over to Reich or Kunsai, the hero of the day. Please tell me, where can we find you?
I'm on Twitter at Kunsai64. I'm on. I have a Reddit profile that I'll be trolling around in the Lost Initiative subreddit. Motherfucking Han Solo. It's a joke from a long time ago. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. And Will Call Brewing, Luca, on the ground again. Where can we find you aside from unconscious in the middle of combat?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those things at Will Call Brewing, and you can follow our story to starting a brewery.
Which is amazing. That's kudos to you guys. I really hope you're successful in that endeavor. You know, obviously I love microbrews myself, and I will totally drink all the samples you're going to toss my way. But I just want to say before we go away, you know where to find me. You know how to find you're here. You know how to find me. So who cares about me? I just want to say before we go away that Luca, while you're lying on the grounds, before it was by the graces of Stallboy that saved you from down that tunnel, by that light, you saw somebody smiling at you and reaching to greet you. It's your good old friend, your good old companion, Dane. He's waiting for you.
Jeez.
Y'all have yourselves a great night. Thank you so much.
Coming for you.
I have nightmares.